Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first episode, or I'm calling it episode 0, of Whale Calls. And that's what we're calling the show. My name is Getawhale. I'm a caster, announcer, streamer, TF2 person, and you probably know who I am if you're here already. So this is my show that I've been planning for quite a while, and we're trying it out tonight for the first time. So I'm just going to talk real quick about what the show is and what I want to do with it first, because this is the first time. I wanted to make a show that was interactive and truly interactive. Obviously, Twitch is a good way for people to, to interact. But we have a toll-free number on this show, and that means that anybody can call in and take part. And so the way that I want to lay out this show is, I played around with some formats a little bit, but the first part of the show we're going to be talking with our special guest, and there'll be a new guest hopefully every week. And then in the second half of the show, we'll take calls from anyone. We're going to try taking some calls with the guest. This week it's Slardell, and yeah, I guess that's it. And we're going to be playing TF2 later. Yeah, we're just going to be taking all kinds of calls. So, first part of the show, I'm going to talk to Slardell in a second. At the end of the show, we're going to be giving away a signed item, and it's a scatter gun signed by none other than Slardell himself. We were having problems with Steam trading today, but eventually it's going to be a signed scatter gun, and we're going to be doing that hopefully every week as well, getting people to sign stuff. So, I guess without further ado, let's jump in, and I'm going to give you guys the server details of where we're playing, so that if you want to get in and get on camera, you can get in and get on camera. I'm going to post that in there. And so the topic, hopefully when we're talking to Dell, when people call in, they'll have little questions for him or stuff like that. He played at the top level of TF2. We're going to talk about other stuff too. You can ask whatever you want. And then later on, the topic is going to be fears. So that when people call in, that's the topic. But anything goes. If you can't think of anything to call in about, you can talk about what your biggest fear is. I'll talk about mine too. I'll put the server there now. So without further ado, let's talk to him. You there, Dell?
Yeah.
All right. So how's it going? How do you feel being part of this, monumentous day?
I'm happy to be here. Happy to support you, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. So hopefully everything technically speaking works, and that's part of what we're doing this. So let's talk about you, Slardell. And a lot of people do know who you are if they've sort of been around the comp community for a long time, but not everybody does. Could you give us your rundown of give us the Cliff Notes version of Slardell? What did you do in your career, sir?
Sure. Well, I came onto the scene maybe season 3 or 4 of ESEA. I think 3 sounds about right. So I wasn't here from the start, but I linked up with some good people, and I played with them, and we made our way up pretty high. Ended up playing at the highest level of the game around season 5 or 6 or 7, around there. My numbers on the specific seasons aren't on point, but that's about the gist of where and when I was playing.
Close enough. So, so you played. Most people would probably know you from playing with Team Egg, EG. We were talking about it earlier. Yeah, Team Egg. Yeah. Which is great, and I mean, a lot of people know you too from your videos. And actually, in a second, I'll show maybe a little. Put up some of those scout videos that you did with Daniel. What are some highlights? I mean, I know that you have a gorgeous keyboard that you got like whatever number of years ago from. What are some of your highlights? What are some cool things that you got to do back in that day? Because TF2 was a lot different sort of than it is now. It was kind of like I guess not quite as big, but you still got to do some cool shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like, cliche, whatever. Like, it's just like having fun playing with your friends is like really like that's like what the game is about. And that's like at the high, even at like the highest levels of the game, that's sort of that's sort of the spirit of it. And so, I mean, yeah, like in terms of like cool things I did, it's just like logging on and like seeing the same people all the time and playing with them is just it's a nice experience.
So how did you in fact get in to TF2? A lot of people come to TF2 from different places. Like a lot of people who are in comp, they have a history in like Counter Strike, or they play Quake Live or stuff like that. How did you end up in this game?
Yeah, TF2 is was my first competitive shooting game. I played Counter Strike and games like that, Quake and stuff, just for fun, like with my brother and stuff, growing up. Uh, so and I started TF2 just pubbing. I'm sure most people did. So I don't know. I just played a lot, and I found I was pretty good at sniping in pubs, and I decided to try to take that skill to playing a bit more serious, more focused, and that's about it, I guess.
So obviously, when you're playing competitive TF2, you have to put and we have up your video. I have the first Slardell versus Daniel here, which talk about that too, because like those videos were kind of big, and a lot of people say that they got into competitive. You might blush when I say this, but some people say they got into comp after they saw those videos. You've probably heard that before, right?
Yeah, that's really cool. The people that I could be that person to get people into the game because it's a fun game. And if you're listening and you got into the game because of my video, that's great.
Do people ever come up to you sometimes and ask when the next Slardell versus Daniel is coming?
I don't get too many like fan gushing messages anymore. I used to get that
back in the
question.
day.
Yeah.
You were just like, you had girls all over you all the time. You were just dripping in it.
Yeah, man, that's yeah.
Yeah, you're dripping in it. So we'll just quote that. That's cool. We're watching some of your sniper plays here right now. When you started putting all this time into TF2 and shit, how did it affect kind of your life? Like I always imagine I've never played. Invite takes obviously a lot of time. It's a lot of scrimming, and it's a lot of MGE and DM and stuff like that. We have MGE now, obviously, but did that ever like affect your life? Like, was your family always cool with you, like playing video games for like 15 hours a day, or is there ever problems with that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they didn't like me doing that. It certainly affected, because I was playing when I started college. It certainly affected my life at school. Like, I would on weekends we'd have games, and I would skateboard home from school because it was in the same town my parents' house was in, and that's where my gaming setup was. So I would skateboard home during the weekends and play my ESCA matches, and then go back to where I lived, which was on campus after that. So it certainly affected my my life at school, and I stopped playing sort of primarily for that reason exactly.
Really, because it was just interfering too much in life, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, definitely when it gets in the way of school, that's kind of that's obviously a negative. So how long, like, did you stick it through for a while, and then you were like sort of, did you think you were taking a pause just from competitive, or did you think maybe I'll come back when college is done or something, or what?
Yeah, I didn't really have like I when I stopped, I kind of wanted to just stop, and then like I met like new people who were playing the game, and I ended up coming back and playing again last season. which is great. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, no, I didn't really. I guess I didn't really think about it like long term too much. I just kind of, I stopped when I wanted to stop, and I ended up coming back when I had a good group of guys to play with.
And girls.
And girls, and girl.
And girl, yeah. So what is it like coming back? Like, so you played in CEVO this season for the return of CEVO and stuff. Is it weird coming back after playing in Invite back in the day? Obviously, you guys were in Open, wasn't it, in CEVO this season, right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So what is it like coming back to like a little bit of a different sort of level? Obviously, nobody can just sort of jump right back in. Well, almost nobody can come right back in and jump back into Invite. Was it sort of like a lot less work involved? Was there less scrimming, or was it like almost the same kind of workload to play in CEVO Open?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all kind of had the same attitude of like wanting to keep it casual, but still wanting to try in matches and stuff, and still getting scrims in. But it was nowhere near the level of like practice that you need to keep up at an Invite level play.
You think you could ever do that again?
It was weird. Playing Invite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could. I don't know if I would want to, but certainly I think I would need to practice and stuff. But I think I'd get back up to that level if I wanted to. Yeah.
Do you think there's like a cutoff point? Do you think that people get to an age where like they just can't hack it anymore? Because people talk about it sometimes that like not all, but most of the best people sort of in Invite and best competitive players are usually like these young kids, like 16,
Yeah.
18 years old. Like, how old were you when you were playing in Invite first? You probably weren't that old.
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I wasn't very old. I was a teenager. Certainly, like reaction times go down and all that. But I think as you get older, you get a bit wiser as well, which helps you in video games as well as all other facets of life. But like I play like Quake Live with there's one guy I duel semi frequently, or used to duel, who's like he's like 40 years old. He's this old dude who's like still amazing at the game. Like, so your flick shot reactions may go down, but your other parts of your game, I think may even get better if as you get older.
Someone's asking if you're 40 right now. You're not 40. How old are you now?
I'm 20. I'm 21.
Right on. So that's incredibly old to me. So do you think do you think that there's such thing as people, if someone's 25 or 28 or something, can they hack it in general and come and compete with these like 14-year-olds, or do you think that's just
Oh yeah,
you can never? Yeah.
It might be harder to get into the game, coming in fresh if you're 28 years old and you never touched a mouse and keyboard in like a first-person shooter capacity before. But certainly, I think age, it's not a huge factor.
If you've never touched a mouse and keyboard and you're 28 years old, it just feels like you have bigger life problems than playing in
Right.
Invite,
Well,
though,
yeah, that's why I said in first-person shooter capacity.
Right on. So, so since you got out from TF2, have you looked at the possibility? Like, have you ever considered playing in other games competitively? Like, I know I've played CS:GO with you a bunch and stuff like that, and certainly the skills transfer over. Have you ever looked at getting into other things, becoming a League of Legends star or any crap like that?
Definitely not League of Legends. I'd like to get better at fighting games. I like fighting games a lot. They're really cool. I used to play Smash Bros. Melee quite a bit in tournaments and stuff. And I know people are going to be like, "That's not a real fighting game," but
dude, I think it is. People, there are a lot of people out there that like Smash.
No, yeah, for sure, and I like Smash too. But there is that, that's a whole other thing, whether or not it's a real fighting game. But if I was to learn a new game, like and like for competition and all that, I think a fighting game might be the way to go for me.
Huh, that's
I think that'd be
interesting.
fun.
Have you ever gone to LANs or anything like that? And like, would you consider going to LANs and sort of trying out like, playing some of those fighting games?
Oh, for fighting games, yeah, yeah. It's like when I've gone to Smash tournaments and stuff, there's always other games. Well, not always, but in some bigger tournaments, there's going to be other games going on at the same time. And I mean, that's really the place to get better is just throwing yourself into the waters of intense competition and seeing if you can swim.
Cool. So what's up with you these days? You make music now, and a lot of people actually have found this music, right? You want to talk about that a little bit? You make tunes.
I do, and sure, and yeah, people have found me, which it's cool. It's really great. I think I've mostly kind of spread through word of mouth, that sort of thing, which it was kind of my philosophy going into it. It's just if I make good stuff, people are gonna find me, and that's kind of my hope. And it's been working so far. And I'm working on, I'm always working on new stuff. If I can plug something, I've got a project in the works right now that should be out soon-ish. I don't have really a set date in mind, but it should be like 4 or 5 tracks along the same line of my previous work. If you've enjoyed that.
Yeah, I'm gonna link it in the chat so people can.
Cool.
So people can find you. How did you get into that anyway? Like, what made you get into music? Have you always sort of been diddling around with making stuff, or was there any particular artists or anything like that influenced you to get into it?
Yeah, I've always, like toyed around in Fruity Loops demos and stuff like that. It was only really like a few years ago I decided to put in the work to get quite a bit, just put in the studio time to get better at the actual craft of, putting together a song, mixing it down, and all that good stuff. But yeah, definitely like artists like Shlomo I'm a big fan of his work. Others that are escaping me right now, but just people that whose music resonates with you, and who people whose art touches you. It's it makes you want to do stuff yourself, and I don't know.
Cool. I've listened to it all. I put the link in, by the way, so people should go check it out. It's Math Bonus is the artist's name. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, fuck it. Listening to the music, it's make me want to get into it as well. I don't know if I ever would. I don't know if I have the aptitude necessarily for it, but it's really rad, and it's cool to sort of see that when you can go when your friends make music and it's you're not just patronizing them. It really is good. I think we're gonna open the phones here in a minute or two and take some calls. Are you ready to take some calls? Somebody did call in a moment ago. This is new to a lot of people, so I'm sure I have to remind people that you call in. It's toll free. It's 855-362-6637. Call in with your question for Slardell of Team Egg. What those are kind of the glory days. Do you sometimes miss playing with some of those guys? Like, you played on teams with well, I guess you might have probably come back and played with some of your old teammates in the years since, have you? Just in sort of like casual ways?
Yeah, not kind of. I played like pickup games and stuff with people I used to play with, and that's always fun, seeing old faces. And well, not literally seeing old faces, but you know what I mean. And it's nice to see those guys again, for sure.
Like he's struggling with
I don't know if that sufficiently answered that question.
yeah. Well, no. I mean, I just I'm trying to put everyone in the mindset of in the mindset of someone that's played in Invite, because I mean I haven't played in Invite myself, but I don't know. I have nothing to compare it to. I was never on the best teams of a lot of people leave. A lot of people that played back in those seasons have sort of left, and they come back every now and then. Did you ever take like a full break from the game altogether, where you just sort of didn't touch TF2 for 6 months, a year, or whatever?
Yeah, I probably around between those two time periods, 6 months and a year, at least. I can't think of the specific time frame that I dropped the game, but yeah, I did certainly not even touch it for a long time, and then started pubbing again recently, and all the stuff we talked about, playing in SIVO and stuff.
So I ran this show as for the past like month or so. I've been taking calls from people, and I have an actual guest now, and I don't get any calls. I have no idea. Maybe people are just intimidated by you.
That may be the case. I don't bite, and I'll answer your questions. There you go. That's all I got.
I guess we have to start talking trash about people,
Sure, let's do it. Let's hash
Who's
it
the
out.
worst player you ever played with in Invite, other than AFK?
Nah, AFK's a good guy.
Yeah, I was just kidding.
What, like, worst person?
Worst, yeah. Who's like the ugliest or fattest person that you've ever met in real life?
That's so mean. So I'm not even gonna answer that question. It's too mean.
Let's see. Well,
I'm a nice soul. I'm a kind heart.
You're gentle, yeah.
I'm not gonna
what do you
do
think
that.
about?
Yeah.
we have a phone call. Let's try this out. So when you're not going to be able to hear the person, we're still playing with the technology on this, but they'll be able to hear you.
Okay.
So I'm going to relay the question. Okay, here let's try it out. This is where all the
Okay.
shit hits the fan. Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale.
Dana.
Whoa, Dana's calling in, but the audio's weird.
It is really choppy.
Hello, Dana.
I don't know why. I just wanted to ask him to do your damn emoticon thing.
Oh, we're having trubs.
Yeah,
Let's see if we can.
try it later.
All right, that was Dana, our friend, calling in, and we're having audio problems. I guess if people have questions in chat, somebody already asked or briefs. I had one of my own questions after that. You don't
Box
have
of briefs.
Boxer briefs, yeah. That's kind of a
Yep.
baby question, yeah. Oh, Dana's
Box of
question
briefs.
wasn't even for you at all. It was actually, she was just asking how to do my Twitch emoticon, so that's not related to Slardell. How do you feel being gorgeous? You post photos of yourself on TFTV, and people, try to get dates with you. How do you feel about that?
It feels really good.
Wearing leather
I love
jackets.
being an insanely attractive human being.
Yeah, that's great. We have another call. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna tempt fate here. Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, a call that worked. Who's calling? Who's this?
Terminator here,
Oh, it's Terminator. Great.
like nightly
So,
Terminator. Yes.
yeah. So what did you want to ask? What was your question for the show?
Kind of joined a little late, so I know he's an invite level player, but what class does he main?
What class? The question was what class you main. Slardell mained Scout, but you played a lot of Sniper too, right?
That is correct.
There.
Scout
Do you
was
have
my
any-
main class, yeah.
Yeah. Did you have any? Did you have any other? Some of the hard hitters. I know that's a little bit much, Del. Did you have any other questions for Slardell other than what class you mained?
Have any tips for Scout for anyone who wants to main Scout out there?
Do you have any tips for scouts from anyone who wants to main Scout out there? That's a good question.
Shit. Just don't jump too much. A lot of scouts jump too much. That's kind of a personal thing. I don't know. I don't know. Just be like I guess maybe jump if you want. Just be like have really annoying movement. That's like the key thing a lot of players hate, and will get you a long way. Also have good aim. That's good too. Puts point and click really well. Practice until you can point and click really well. Every
That's all
day.
you have to do. Practice until you can point and click
Every
really
day.
well, and every day, specifically, and eventually
Yep.
you'll be the top, one of the top scouts in the world.
That's right.
Any other questions, or was that it, Terminator?
That's it.
All right. Well, thanks for the call. So that was Terminator calling in. So that was great. We got to talk about how to be a good scout. Remember, if anyone else has
Your voice,
calls, we're
Terminator.
going to be here another few minutes speaking to Slardell. If you have questions for him, call in. The number is 1-855-362-6637. Call us with your questions for Slardell of Team Egg. We're going to be, and after this, we're going to be giving away that little thing that you're eventually going to sign. I don't know what's going on with Steam. I can't get you to sign the friggin' thing. I don't know what that was all about.
I don't know. It's fucked up.
And we're going to be getting on and playing on a pub a little bit after this too. You know, I don't mean to embarrass you, Del, but hopefully we won't have like a whole bunch of questions once you're gone. People are just afraid, you know, afraid of you and your looks and your leather jacket. What's coming up? So are you playing in this? Are you going to be playing in CEVO or ESEA this coming season?
I am not. No, it's not.
Just focusing on other things, or
Yeah.
are you ever going to come back? Are you
music
planning
mostly.
to? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I have a bit of a delay on the thing, so it's difficult.
No, it's fine.
Are we ever going to see you again, Slardell?
Yeah, you know, I'll be pubbing and stuff. I don't know if I'll be playing competitive Team Fortress 2 again. I really don't know. It's fun. You know, I always have fun, but I don't know.
Maybe there's a chance that you will come back as like a 30-year-old and you know, just
Yeah.
be a shell of your
Yeah,
former self.
when I'm 40 years old and my soul has been completely drained out, I'll come back and play video games.
Oh, can you tell? I'll put out one. Oh, we have another phone call. Let's take this. Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale.
Hello, Getawhale. This is Cold. How are you doing?
Oh, hello, Cold. I'm doing great. How are you doing? I'm gonna add your name here into the thing. Did you have a question for Slardell?
I did. My question for Slardell, well, the first one is, what keeps your interest peaked in staying in playing competitive TF2?
Okay, so the question, Del, was what kept your interest peaked in playing competitive TF2? So I guess, you know, what kept you sticking around? What was so what was so good about it?
It's really a phenomenal game. Like, I'm surprised people are still playing it, to be honest. But it's, you know, in a good way. Like, that's really cool that it's still going. You know, just, you know, the team dynamics just stayed fresh for me. You know, I just didn't really tire of it. And pointing and clicking is always fun, and I always really like doing that too.
Just a big fan of pointing and clicking.
Very cool.
Was it cool? Did it help a bit
Those
that
are
you
my
got to
two
play
things.
with some of your friends and people that you enjoyed playing with a whole lot? Like, did you play with the same core of guys a lot?
Absolutely. Yeah. I started in team point and click, which was shoutouts to all those guys, and I still am in touch with a few of those guys today. Rest in peace, War, of course, from team point and click. But yeah, for sure, having a core group of people that you're playing with is gonna make the game far more enjoyable, and it did for me.
Very cool.
Yeah, cool. What else, Cold?
My second question is, what are some mental tools that you use to stay focused when you're playing in a match or when you're trying to refine your skills?
Yeah, cool. So, Del, the question was, what are some mental tools that you use to kind of stay fresh and stay sharp when you're playing in matches or practicing or whatever? Mental tools.
Mental tools.
Tricks of the trade.
Yeah. It's a good question. I think everybody kind of has different ones, which is an interesting thing. I don't know. Just don't overthink things. Just kind of, be where you need to be. And this is just like standard advice, I guess. But just, have confidence in your skill. And if you aren't confident in your skill, play until you don't really have to think about whether you're good or not, or whether I don't know. Just don't overthink things. This is pretty good advice, I think.
There you go. Cool. Good advice. Anything else, Colt?
Very cool. No, those are the two questions that popped into my head, and I wanted to call in and ask them. So thank you very much.
All right, great. Thanks for calling in. So that was Colt. We have one more call. Maybe we'll take one more call. We'll see if we get any more. We'll see who this is. Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale and Slardell.
Hello.
Hello, who's calling?
John.
It's John from Blackout Gaming. How's it going, John? What's your question for Slardell?
Good. It was more of the war question. It was more of, well, how do you want to describe it? NA versus EU comp TF2. What's his views on the whole war rule sets, etc.
Okay, yeah. So what's Del? What's your take on the whole war between North America and Europe, as it has been put here by John? What are your thoughts? Who's better, North America or EU?
At TF2.
Yes.
I don't think I've played anybody from Europe before. I'm sure they're probably good. Europe's pretty good at things, I feel like, generally. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't have a solid stance on that.
Do you follow competitive much at all? Like, have you watched any of these LANs or anything like that? Or you don't at all? You don't follow comp? No?
I don't. No, I haven't recently.
Okay.
Not since I played way back when.
Your feeling probably would be, and Cake asked in chat, is this the guy from Team Dynamic? That's interesting. Why don't you follow it? Just doesn't interest you? Do you follow any esports at all?
I caught Evo. I was watching a lot of Evo. I don't really follow. I don't know. I like watching esports and video games and people who are really good playing other people who are really good. But I don't really follow, and I don't know. I'm not really in the know about that. I'm looking forward to Quake Live this weekend. I think it's in a few days. I think I'm really looking forward to watching. Rafa and all those dudes dish it out in that game, hash it out. But no, I guess I don't really follow closely esports really at all.
All right, well there you go. Esports roasted by Dell. Sorry, John. I think North America's better for what it's worth, though.
No. May I do some shameless promotion?
Oh, real quick, what did you want to promote? Go for it.
Hang on. Yes,
John's going to promote a thing. It'll take him 2 seconds.
So on Sunday, we have England versus Russia, 20 CEST. It'll be with GPS and some other person. That's Highlander Nations Cup 3. Hope you'll enjoy that.
Great. All right, yeah, thanks so much, John. Well, thanks for calling, and have a nice day, okay? Okay, so yeah, so that was John. John wanted to advertise that the Nations Cup is going on. Highlander do this thing, and it's Nations Cup, and yeah, I guess different countries play each other in Highlander. What do you think of Highlander, Del?
It's fun. I like it. It's a good time.
Is that your safe, rehearsed answer?
Yeah, it's practicing in the bathroom in the mirror before this.
In the mirror, yeah, of course, yeah. Leather jacket.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, I think we're gonna cut the interview portion Here then, we had another call and someone gave up on it. This is still very new, but I'm sure that people will get the hang of the idea that you call in on a telephone. Cool, man. Did you have any shout-outs or any stuff that you wanted to mention or talk about before we move on to doing some viewer pubbing?
No, nobody comes to mind. Shout-outs to everybody I play CS with. You guys are all cool. I like you guys. Maybe probably not listening. Maybe listening. Hopefully listening. I hope you're listening. Listen to Getawhale show.
Yeah, we'll be putting a little VOD up on YouTube, I guess, so that people can listen to it. So yeah, but yeah, wicked. Well, Slardell, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you for signing the little item in that, and yeah, it's been great. Hopefully, we'll be seeing some more of you in TF2. But if we don't, we can at least listen to your music. I'll put the link again in a minute or two.
Cool, man.
All right, have a good night. So that was Slardell again, who joined us, which was fantastic. And so now we can do our little thing where we're still taking calls. We're still on the air. I'm going to be playing in a pub, and you guys can come and join us. I'm going to give the information, and so everyone call in. Thanks again to Dell. And let's see, what time are we going to do in 20 minutes? We're going to do the giveaway for the signed scattergun from Slardell. So call in, guys. The phone number is 1-855-362-6637. And so let's join up on a server now. I'm going to find a server where there's a bit of room, and we can, we can just have a good old time. So you guys can call in about anything you want now. It doesn't have to be Slardell or TF2 related at all. The topic we have technically for tonight is fears and greatest fears. Let me just join a server here first. Oh, we've got a call. There it is. Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale. We're having phone trubs. Can you hear me? Oh boy, I can't hear you. Okay, I can't hear you that well, unfortunately. Let me try to. What I might do is. Is this Dana calling again, or who is this? No, it seems like some people come through fine and some people don't. And this is why we're trying to iron out these problems.
I'm on my cell phone, so...
That could be it. It could be because you're on your cell. If you could call back from a landline phone or try Skype or something like that. I've gotta let it go. No, I can't, unfortunately. If you can try from another phone, try to call back in. This is why we do the show like this. This is why we do a test episode, so we can iron out these kinks. What I might actually do is stop and restart the stream with my audio stuff restarted. Maybe that'll work. I'm gonna join up on this pub though right now. You were on a landline, and Slim doesn't have a landline. You can call from a cell phone. Let's look at this. See, my problem is I have a bunch of virtual audio cables that I'm using, and those tend to be give me some trubs. So let's look at the various ones. We're gonna take a quick break, and then when we come back, don't go anywhere, by the way. I'm gonna stop all this virtual audio cable business, and then we're gonna pub, and every call should come through fine, and we'll do that for a little while. So I am gonna stop the stream, but it's coming right back up, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in 2 minutes. Stay tuned. Okay. Oops. I think we're back now. I think we're alright. Make sure you guys can all hear me okay. We're breaking new ground this week. So let's turn up my TF2 audio here. So yeah, we're gonna be going for at least another while longer. In 20 minutes, we're gonna do the giveaway of a random user in the chat. That person's gonna win the Slardell signed scattergun. Yeah. And you can use the command !Steam in chat, which will show you the server that I'm on if you want to come pub a little bit. But yeah, we're taking calls, calling guys. The audio thing should be fixed. I've rerouted and done the crazy, science of. There's one. Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale.
Hey, how's it going? I just want to give a shout out to Froyotech.tv, and I just gotta say, Shade is the best medic to ever touch this game, probably.
Whoa,
Man,
that's
doing
true.
some crazy things right now. It's I just wanted to give a shout out to Shade and then Froyotech.
That's true. So stranger. So this is a stranger, and we don't know. We don't know who this is, obviously.
Yeah, I don't follow TF2 very often. So.
Right. We can talk a bit about that, and I'd like to actually, because it's a pretty cool thing. What can you tell us, stranger, about some of the? Do you want to mention some of the things that are on that Froyotech.tv site? 'Cause that just came out this week.
I mean, I'm just going based off some of the things that I've seen from the website. So it looks like the main thing is it's going to be a hub for Team Froyotech, and it looks like they're developing the player pages, and they're going to have like the configs and the HUDs and all of that, and maybe even like a section for personal POV demos for each player. I think, wow, that could be something that's pretty crazy actually. And it looks like they're going to have a shop section with tons of different items, shirts, unusuals, some possibly like stickers and TF2 action figures and custom sketches. There's just lots of crazy stuff on there.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think I had read that there was possibly some stuff coming along where they're going to start doing some articles or something on the site too. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I saw.
There's so much. You haven't read it all yet, probably. There's just so much to take in.
Well, they just got a Twitter account, I saw. So maybe they're going to start using that to broadcast when new content's coming out. I don't know. Who knows?
That's good. Well, everyone should follow that, and everyone should go to the site if they haven't already. I also saw on there that somebody who certainly you wouldn't know who this is, but they have access to a billboard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh yeah, that's some pretty cool stuff.
And you can pay to get stuff to put on a billboard, correct?
Yeah, you can actually get your own custom artwork put up onto a billboard in Orlando, Florida. So that's something that will never be seen, never been seen before, probably will never be seen again. So that's some crazy stuff. Froyotech's really breaking new ground with this. They're just really breaking the usual TF2 mold.
Cool, man. Well, that's wicked. Yeah, everyone, go to Froyotech.tv. Did you have any shout-outs or anything like that that you wanted to, or anything else you wanted to talk about?
I just want to say shout out to the Froyotech sponsor. They're just a great organization over there. They're just doing big things, and shout out to no, that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
Shout out to Froyotech.tv. Follow Froyotech on Twitter at Froyotech.
All right. Well, thanks.
And shout out to Getawhale.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, man. Well, thanks, Not Shade. We appreciate that, and thanks for calling in. Have a good night, man.
All right, you too.
All right,
Talk to you later.
See ya. So that was Not Shade. Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale.
Hi, this is another stranger.
Another stranger. Great. What's your name, though?
My name is Mike. And I actually had a question. I missed it for Slardell. The question was, if I was a brand new TF2 player, would I want to have the best rig on my street, or does computer not matter?
That's a good question. I mean, rig doesn't matter. If you're the kind of person who loves having, water-cooled madness, then sure, whatever. But TF2 is great because you can make the settings such that you don't really need a crazy computer for it. There are a lot of people who have configs and FPS configs and things like that let them play without any of that craziness. And so that's kind of one positive part of TF2 is that you don't need to have a crazy computer. No. My name is Mike too, by the way. I just wanted to let you know.
Oh,
There's a lot of
is.
mics. Yeah. This isn't me though, right? This is another mic.
And I need to make a shout out for older players because I think that even though there are old players in TF2, they still have pretty good reflexes.
Yeah, well there you go. How old are you? Are you an old dude like me? I'm old too. I'm old as hell.
I'm
wrinkled.
44.
You're 44. Well, but you play TF2 sometimes though, you say, or you haven't before?
I have, yes, in the past.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. Have you ever played competitive?
Yes.
Okay. Great. What level did you play? Like sixes or Highlander, or what did you play?
I played heavy in silver sixes, and I played. I was a roster rider in plat.
Cool. Wicked.
As a heavy.
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, keep at it. There's no rules. There's no limit on ages, and I'm glad that there are some old dudes out there who are still doing it. That's makes me feel good anyway to see that.
All right.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for calling. You too. Take care. So that was Mike calling in. We're going to change servers here now. I can't tell you why. But we are. So yeah, guys, call in and chat. Thanks to Shade for calling in earlier. And yeah, that's great. Shade, of course, is the medic for Freo Tech, the currently the best North American TF2 team. And yeah, Slardell has been So guys, we're playing for another little bit. Let's see, what time is it? We got so in 10 minutes we're going to do the draw for the signed scattergun by none other than Slardell himself. We have some hackers and some we have an aimbotter that has followed us onto the server. Someone that I know. Oh, maybe he's he got switched. Well, that's too bad. He's on spec now. He's just waiting. I don't know who this fellow is. Yeah, so call in though. It's 855-362-6637. That is the number to call. Still getting used to this whole setup here. You design 50 different screens for yourself, and you have to switch through them quite a bit. If there's anyone that wants to help out the show, that'd be great. But yeah, you can call and talk about anything. The theme this week, technically, is oh, here we go. Get on a server now where people can't bother us. I'm probably going to be streaming for quite a while, but I think we're going to officially end the show after we do the giveaway. But we'll still be going after that, so don't worry too much about it. And yeah, it went pretty okay. We had some little audio problems, but nothing too serious. So call into the stream, guys. You can talk about whatever you want. Certainly, if you want to give shout-outs and things like that. Shade wanted to talk about their new website, which is fine. I'm totally fine. There's no rules. You can do whatever you want. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna speak to the young man who's following us. But yeah, my goal with this stream, I am playing TF2 in the thing, but my goal with it is for it to be mostly audio. I don't want people to have to watch the video or anything like that. So the TF2 is just sort of secondary. The idea is that you can come and you can play with us if you want to. Come in pub or just do your own TF2 stuff and just leave us on in the background and just listen. I think people are still sort of new to it right now, but I mean, we've had calls. I've done this on my stream, and we've had calls at certain points that. Here we go. We've got a call. It happens eventually. Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale.
Hello, this is Mohammed Nadir.
Oh God, it's Mohammed. Hey, it's our old buddy Mohammed Nadir. How's it going, Mohammed?
I'm doing quite well. How about you?
Fantastic. I'm just gonna write that out, Mohammed Nadir. Now, this is great. So, are you new to the stream, Mohammed, or are you a long-time watcher?
No, I've been a silent judger for a quite some time now.
Great. A silent judger.
Yes, that's
Now,
what we call it from my country.
Yeah. Now, Mohammed, what do you do for a living?
Oh, I work in telecommunications.
Oh yeah, Rogers Wireless, right?
Yes.
Yes.
How did you know?
Oh my God, it's the president of Rogers Wireless, Nadir. What is it? Mohammed Nadir, right? Of course. Well, what were you calling in to talk about this evening, Mohammed Nadir?
I was calling in about fears mostly. One of them was this. I was watching your stream one night, and I believe you had a dream with me in it.
Yeah, that's true. I did have a dream with Mohammed Nadir in it. Now, that dream involved another young man by the name of Sezko. Do you know him?
No.
Well, he's just this guy. I mean, he's not that great, but anyway, yeah. I mean, I have dreams all the time about people on the stream. I mean, having dreams is just part of the natural sleep process, you know. And it wasn't a nightmare. Was that what you're trying to get at? That I was having fears because it was a nightmare that I had about you? That's not.
Yes,
That wasn't the case at all.
I was mostly wondering, what would be your biggest fear on radio?
What's my biggest fear on radio? My biggest fear tonight was probably that I would turn on this show and everything would go to shit, and there would be audio feedback loops, and everyone would explode and blow up, and everything would go to shit. But it didn't actually work out too bad. It was actually a pretty good. It was a pretty good stream. We spoke to Slardell. Were you here for that?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you know who that was prior to that, Mohammed? Have you followed competitive TF2 for a number of years, Mohammed Nadir?
I've followed competitive TF2 since Classic.
Wow. So TFC. So you're an old school G then.
Oh yes.
Okay, great. So what did you think of that? Was it a good interview? Did you enjoy hearing from Slardell? You knew who that was, obviously.
I did. I love Team Egg.
Yeah, Team Egg, right. Right.
What a great name.
That is great. Yeah, Evil Geniuses they were called.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You thought it was an egg.
No, I love eggs, but I don't know what EG means.
Evil Geniuses it stands for.
Oh, I thought it was eggs.
Yeah. On Team Blue.
Oh,
yeah, it was about eggs. What are some ways that you like to eat eggs? What are your favorite ways?
Deep fried.
Deep fried eggs. Now you're telling me that you deep fry an egg, is what you're saying.
You've never deep fried an egg?
No. Now what do you do? Do you just throw it in shell and all, or what?
No. That's hard boiled. You can't do that.
Well, what do you do? Tell me what.
The egg. You put it in.
You just crack it right into the hot grease.
Oh, what do you call this batter? Hash browns. That's what you create a ball.
Oh, hash browns.
And then you deep fry it, and it turns into an egg ball, and then you change it and open it up, and then put syrup and bacon and sausage. I love Denny's.
You love Denny's. Do they do that? Is that where you got that idea? Was through Denny's?
Yes, I love eggs from Denny's.
Wow.
It's like a grand slam from my country.
It's like a grand clam?
Slam.
Oh, slam.
Like
grand slam, not
baseball,
a clam then.
Like, I love cricket, but baseball there for the American.
I don't understand. I don't know what that means. So, well, that's interesting. So, sir, were you... I don't know. What do we ask Mohammed Nadir? This is interesting. Do you... I never thought that I'd have an experience with the real Mohammed Nadir. What are some of your fears, Mohammed? I didn't ask you that.
Oh, gray hair.
Gray hair? Now, gray hair is what? You mean like if a gray hair would attack you or something? Or what's the nature of the fear?
No, my face.
Your
gray hair.
On your
face? It does not attract the opposite sex.
Okay.
No.
They don't. Well, I mean, some people can wear gray hair sort of in a beard or hair. They can wear it sort of quite gracefully.
The most interesting man in the world does it so good. I love Dos Equis.
Yeah. Is it your favorite beer, Dos Equis?
No, it is PBR, the cheap stuff.
Oh, the cheap stuff. Yeah, I like that as well. That's great. Well, listen. Somebody's asking, what are your thoughts on poutine? Do you know what that is?
Poutine. I love poutine. You can deep fry poutine too.
You can deep fry poutine too. Poutine, of course, is French fries and gravy and cheese.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, did I already ask you? So you're in telecommunications. It sounds like you should start a restaurant, though, Mohammed. Have you ever thought about that?
Maybe.
You can have your own restaurant.
It might. Could call it Egg.
You could call it Egg. Yeah, you could call it Team Egg. See, I mean, perhaps. I mean, at the very least, it could just be a way that you could earn some side income. You know.
Oh yeah, this job with all the union crap sucks. But
it does suck. Yeah.
Maybe one day be cook. I don't know.
Perhaps being a cook would be a more lucrative career than, just working as the president and CEO of a large telecommunications company.
True.
Yeah.
But I could name everything after eggs.
You could name everything after eggs.
Bad coworkers.
Bad coworkers. Yeah. That's cool. Well, Mohammed? Did you have anything else to you wanted to talk about this evening?
No, I just love your show. I can't wait for more.
Yeah, there is going to be more eventually. This is a new thing that we're doing. We're going to have a show hopefully weekly. Whenever I stream, I've been bringing up the phones, but we're going to weekly have a guest and all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be fantastic, and hopefully you'll be along for the ride.
Good stuff.
Great. Well, thanks so much for calling, Mohammed. I appreciate it. Call anytime, okay?
Thank you so much. Boot, yeah!
All right. Good night. So that was, we don't know who that was. I wrote his actual name, but I'm going to leave that be who it is. If there's anyone on here that's a mod on Star's server, would you ban that guy Human, please? He's aimbotting. Who's on that I know? Let's see if talk to my good friend. We got a call on hold. Let me just give me a second. I need to get this thing done. Okay, let's see who this is. Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, who's this?
Yeah, Terminator again.
It's Terminator. Great. What's that?
Yeah, I kind of just feel a need to call in every event.
Oh, well, that's okay. We're gonna do the giveaway now in a second, though. We're gonna give away that. We're gonna give away the scatter gun. Are you excited?
Yeah, just there's like I wouldn't call it conspiracy, more like everyone assumes that every giveaway on a stream is rigged.
It's rigged, yeah. They're all rigged, yeah. That's true. Well, we're gonna do that right now, okay? Let's see who wins, all right?
Okay.
The Killer 123 ABC won. Now, the Killer 123 ABC, yeah, they need to go ahead and follow the channel because that's the rules of the. I guess I should have mentioned that prior to this. You need to follow the stream in order to win. I mean, that's the least you can ask, right? It's free to. It's free to follow, right? It doesn't cost any money. But anyway, that's the user. So hopefully, if they're here, they can talk in chat in the next. Boy, if they don't talk in the next couple of minutes, we're gonna have to pick a new winner, aren't we?
Would be pretty unfortunate.
Yeah. So what did you want to talk about, Terminator?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask what your weirdest fear was. Weirdest, like.
Weirdest?
Abnormal.
Well, I don't consider anything that I do to be weird, but
no, like fears.
What's that?
Like, what's your weirdest fear?
What's my weirdest fear? I mean, one fear, and I talked about this last night actually, but I have a fear of fast, unpredictable pests. So, for example, mice, big crazy I don't know, like big bugs and stuff like that, like big crazy cockroaches that run around all over the place and stuff like that. Fast-moving pests that are unpredictable. That's mine. How about you? What's your weirdest fear?
I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I'm scared things are fast, but not really fast, but like in between fast and slow.
You're so what you're saying is you're scared of things that move at an average speed. That seems unreasonable
like
to me.
Slightly faster than average speed.
Oh, okay, so things that move a little bit fast, you're terrified of those. That's a new one. I've never heard that.
I remember having nightmares of like giant umbrellas falling from the sky.
I think you're full of shit now. I think you're just talking bullshit. It feels like now. That's
no,
not true.
It's true. Like
get the hell out of here. No, that's not. You don't really have a fear of that. I know you're not telling the truth.
No, like.
No, you're not.
Well, you know how if you drop umbrella, it drops like pretty slowly, but it was going slightly faster than it was supposed to go, and I just woke up screaming.
Oh, well, that sounds rough.
Really.
We
No, I only had that like problem when I was little. I don't.
When you were little, but you got over it. Well, that's good. The person who won the draw, they aren't here, so we're gonna draw a new winner for the signed scattergun from Slardell of Team Egg. So here we go. And the winner is Rendalama. So Rendalama, what I want you to do is add me on Steam. And if your name on Steam is not the same as Rendalama, you need to tell me what your Steam name is so that I'll know that it's you. So Rendalama, and actually what you also need to do too is you need to talk and yeah, there you go, Rendalama won it. So give me a shout on Steam and add me up on Steam, and it'll all be a good time. So yeah. Anyways, did you have anything else, Terminator, or we're gonna move on?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Well, great. Well, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it. So that was Terminator talking about how he has a fear of I don't even know, of umbrellas falling slightly faster than normal. I'm not really sure what that was all about. That's Terminator there. I'm gonna bleed to death now. You got me. So call into the stream, guys. It is 855-362-6637. There's someone there. Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale.
Hey, it's me, Alex again.
Alex. Hey, man. You were Alex from last night?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man. Do you want to turn down your radio, please, in the background there?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So, what do you want to talk about?
I just wanted to talk to you saying that I got my job today.
Oh, you got your job! What did you get? What's your job?
I'm a waiter at a restaurant in the theme park, so that's pretty good.
Nice.
I'm getting paid like $10 an hour.
So. A waiter in a restaurant at the theme park. What theme park is it? Six Flags?
Knott's Berry Farm.
What is it? Dairy Farm?
Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that is. Kind of like you said Dairy Farm, which seems like it was more of a strange place to go. Well, that's great, man. So you just got it today? You just found out?
Yeah, I went to go put in my papers, and they said I got the job.
Great!
On the spot, so.
Congrats, man. You got the job. Good for you. I keep forgetting to change the phone thing. That's great. So what are you going to do with all your winnings? Savings?
Right now I'm just going to save up. Save for a car that I've been looking at, and the rest I'm already starting my bank account.
Oh, okay, cool, man. Good. Well, that's a good thing to do with it. You can save up maybe, and I don't know where I was going with that. Save up and get a new webcam and do an uncrating on do a crazy uncrating on stream maybe.
Yeah.
People like uncratings, right? Yeah.
What
were you here earlier when we interviewed Slardell?
Who?
Oh, there you go. Slardell, the first person that didn't know. He's a player. He used to play in Invite. He's a pretty good little scout, yeah.
I wasn't here.
Yeah, that's cool. We're talking about fears today. That's the topic. Did you have? Did you already do that one last night when you were on? We're actually reusing one of the themes. Little secret we have.
Yeah. No, I've spoken about what I've had to speak about. So.
All right, cool, awesome, man. Well, thanks for calling in, and congrats on getting the job, dude.
Thanks.
All right, have a good night.
I'll
See
enjoy
ya.
the stream. See ya.
Thanks, man. See ya. It was Alex calling in. Still ironing out all these, details of this thing. I'm going to be streaming a little while longer, so if you want to call in, guys, it's 855-362-6637. You can talk about whatever you want. There are topics, though, if you don't know what you want to talk about. Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale.
Hey, this is Getawhale.
Oh, great. Hi. Great. Thanks for calling. Perfect. It's Getawhale. How are you doing, Getawhale? Oh, yeah, I called you. That's true. So, great. Well, what were we talking about today, Getawhale?
Fears, right?
Yeah, fears. Yeah, great. One of my fears is insects and mice and things like that.
Incest?
Incest, yeah. Fast-moving pests is one of mine. How about you?
Girls.
Girls, great, yeah. I'm afraid of those too. One of the things I'm afraid about most of girls is getting near them. Yeah, oh, I understand. I get what you mean.
How did you get my number?
So what you're implying is that you don't like girls and you like guys only, right?
Yeah.
Great.
You could say that.
Great. What else did you want to talk about today, Getawhale?
I don't know, Getawhale. What do you usually like to talk about?
I'm not really, I've got to work on my pipe jumps today, I feel like. It's not working out. Not too much at all. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm going to let you go. I don't want to interrupt your show too much.
Yeah, I'm just here beating my nigger,
Alright, see ya. So that was some person calling. Well, that's pretty good. I'm surprised that we did manage to get through over an hour's worth of show before we had a racial slur dropped. So that might be a record. So call in, guys. It's 1-855-362-6637. I don't know why I'm playing Charge and Targe demo on. Yeah, that might have been Bape. Who knows? It was somebody. What are we supposed to play on this map? What's fun on Star's server on this? Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale.
Hey, Lost Continent, this is Pokemos's girlfriend. Feminism is a bunch of bullshit. Go fuck yourselves.
Wow. Hello, are you there? That was Akimos' girlfriend who called in. Wow, great. So remember, guys, how about we, I think I changed my mind. We're going to call the show quits in 18 minutes, and then I'll come back on just as myself. So call in. I mean, guys, this is your chance, right? This is your time to... What color team am I on? Blue? Red? My HUD shows me the wrong team sometimes. So call in, guys. We've got 18 minutes left. You can talk about whatever you might want within reason. If you don't have a topic, the topic this week is fears and our greatest fears. Some fears that were mentioned to me when we did this last night were some people were afraid of heights was one, public speaking. So one person called in and said they're afraid of public speaking, and then they hung up, which I thought was pretty funny. Look at this young man. What's going on there? So call in, guys. Anything goes. You can do whatever shout-outs or call-outs you want. Whatever you want. But yeah, we'll be here doing this under the Whale Calls banner for about the next 15 minutes or so. Look at all these shots hitting. There'll be an invite pretty soon, I think. Hello, you're on Whale Calls.
What's up, Getawhale?
Hey, man, who's this?
Chad the Garbage Man.
It's Chad the Garbage Man! Wow!
Yeah.
Yeah, Chaddy
G.
G.
You know.
Yeah.
When you do pipe jumps, count to 4, they'll detonate on 4, so jump right before 4.
Oh, okay. You're trying to help me out. Yeah, somebody mentioned there, do it when you start to reload.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I just count it for a while until I got used to it. Then I do it.
I'm distracted when I play TF2 and when I talk on the phone at the same time is what I'm finding.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny. It's like you're just doing damage to yourself for no reason.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
just kept doing it over and over again. Yeah. Well, that's helpful to know. I didn't quite know. Yeah, people aren't even supposed to be. I mean, I'm watching TF2. I was at a loss, Chad. You know, the problem was doing this radio show. I was thinking it's on Twitch. I need to show something on the screen. Obviously, there needs to be something for people to look at. So what do I get people to look at? And that was sort of the question I asked myself. TF2 seemed
You
like
gotta
the obvious.
sit there, play TF2, and talk about TF2. Very complicated.
Yeah, well, you know, but you know, we're figuring it out. We're working out the kinks. Do you have anything else you wanted to talk about, or anything else, or you want to just comment on the pipe jumping?
That's all I had for now.
Yeah, I gave it up. I don't think I'm gonna go back to it. But thanks for the advice. I appreciate it very much.
All right, bud.
All right, see you, man. Bye. So that was Chatty G calling in. So we're gonna round down the stream. I don't think it's particularly interesting to watch me playing TF2. Even I don't want to watch that. I'm a caster. I talk on TF2. Jeez, eh? So yeah, we're almost rounding down, and then we'll go to. I'd watch Getawhale do a live cast of Mean Girls on Twitch. This is Takram. Yeah. Remember, there are a lot of ways that you guys can take part in this. You can obviously take part in the Twitch chat, as always, and a lot of people have been doing that. We also have an email address, and we're going to be trying to announce our guests about, well, about as close to a week ahead of time as we can, and so that people can send in questions by email. And it's getawhale@gmail.com, and that's the number. Or that's whatever the email address. You can call in, guys. I think we'll have time for probably 1 or 2 more calls. And yeah, we're still sort of working out the format of this show too. So if you guys have recommendations or suggestions on what we can do, what would be a better format, or what would be more interesting or better, you can do that as well. What would be more interesting? Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale. Hello. Yes, hi, are you there?
Is this Ringo?
Is this Ringo? No, it's Getawhale.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Who's Ringo?
Arctic Joe MGE slave.
Wow, you're Arctic Joe. Wow, great. Who are you really?
I am Arctic Joe slave.
Arctic Joe's slave. Sounds like you can't do that voice
master.
You can't do that voice for very long, it seems like, without laughing.
And I am the best slave ever.
Wow. Who are you laughing to? Are you there with your buddies? What's going on? What are you doing there? Who is this really?
What's your favorite class? Hey, just wondering.
Wow. Who is this? What's your name, sir? Hello? 12-year-old slave?
What's your favorite class again?
What's my favorite class? Oh, I don't know. Soldier. What's yours?
What's your favorite class?
Soldier.
I'm sorry, what's your favorite class?
So what did you want to talk about?
I'm sorry, what's your favorite class?
All right, we're gonna move on, okay?
I'm sorry, what's your favorite class?
All right, see ya. So that was someone who was talking about Arctic Joe. I think I heard them say Flame at some point too. Flame, of course, MGE as well. So call into the stream. We're going to be winding down here shortly. Had a bit of fun tonight. This is good. But yeah, guys, if you have suggestions on what can we do better on the stream, what would be more interesting to watch, if you have ideas for guests that we can have on, if there are some features or some things that you'd like to see us do on the show, let us know. You know, send me a Twitch message or send me an email to getawhale@gmail.com. Any kind of stuff. Hello, you're on the air with Getawhale.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Doris?
I heard this joke before. Are you trying to enter into the prize draw for the best joke?
You better close it.
Who, Doris who? Hello? They hung up. I think the answer to that one is Doris, where's your camera? Did you turn ugly? Oh, this is interesting. So, special surprise guest. What's chat saying? How did TSG... How many troll calls? Only a few troll calls. Actually, only a couple. Where's my camera? No, we'll have the camera up in a sec. I had the camera earlier. It was good times. Potatoes. Whoa, that was weird. Yeah, the joke. Last night on the stream, we handed out checks. I wrote checks for... see if I can switch the scene here. I wrote out a whole bunch of checks for... I wrote out all these checks for people for hilarious jokes. $11,000 one of them was. Hello, you're on whale calls. I wrote out a whole bunch of checks for... Excuse me, could you turn down the radio there in the background? Checks for people for hilarious jokes. Hello? Person called in and then hung up the phone. Remember, guys, if you want to call in, say something. Don't say nothing. That's not the way. Yeah. Anyway, we're rounding down the show here in about 9 minutes. Did that person add me on Steam? I wonder. Hopefully they did already. I gave away a Slardell. Wait a minute. Did that person actually give me? Did that person actually add me? They didn't. That would suck. We're gonna have to go find them. Anyway, yeah. Call in 855-362-6637. Yeah, I put a bunch of work into this, but I'm sure you know the show's nowhere near perfect or ready. You know, we still have a long way to go. 2020. Yeah, okay, it was them then. Hello, you're on the air with Whale on Whale Calls. It feels weird saying that. Who is it?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Felonious.
Felonious. Hello. Yeah. How's it going, Felonious?
Oh well, how are you?
Great. Thanks for asking. What were you calling about today?
Just maybe a suggestion, like have surf videos in the background, like you can go to YouTube or something. I don't know.
Oh, so you'd like to watch surf videos in the background, yeah? I thought, I mean,
if you don't want to play, or it's too hard for you to play and talk at the same time, you could just watch YouTube frag videos or something.
I feel like the problem. Here's my problem with when I play. I just feel like people are just gonna be watching, looking at me play and just judging. Like people were like, "Hey, you're not pill jumping very good," and I know I wasn't. I wasn't really trying too hard. I'm just on Star server, you know, farting around. But I feel like if that's what I put front and center, that's what people are looking at, and they're going to be analyzing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't steal other people's surf videos, though. You know, if someone has their video on YouTube, I can't just steal them. But maybe if someone else has, a one they'd like to a video they'll give the stream, maybe we can use that.
Yeah, that would be an idea.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the show? Were you here for the whole thing?
No, I just found about this recently, and I'm very intrigued. I like it.
Yeah, man. Well, we try to be interactive. This is just our thing that. Oh, I didn't put your name up on the thing. Sorry, I'm trying to just multitask here. How do you spell it? I'm just gonna put my own interpretation of the spelling of it up here. Yeah, well, we try to interact with viewers, and I just thought that a toll-free number was just kind of a neat way to do it.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting because nobody does that I know of. I haven't seen any Twitch shows that have toll-free numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
Cool, man.
Bye.
Well, do you have anything else you wanted to talk about tonight?
No, not really. That was it.
Cool, alright, wicked, man. How close did I get on the spelling of your name?
Not real close, but it was a valiant attempt.
Okay, I appreciate it. Well, thanks, dude. Well, yeah, listen, hopefully we'll be doing this every week, so hopefully we'll see you around, okay?
All right.
All right, see you, man. Take care. Bye. So that was Felonious calling in. What happens if you call collect? I don't think that works. I don't think that'll work. Somebody says they have 167 surf videos up, so we can use that. We'll see. But the point of this show mostly was just to, you know, try it out and just make sure the format works and see what kind of response we got, and see if we could, you know, sort of test out my interviewing skills. And I think that went pretty okay. I think we made it all right. So we're gonna pub for another few minutes here, and then I'm gonna bring the show to a close. But yeah, man, I had fun. This will just be a show that I do in addition to my normal stream. Do I sign TF2 items? I do sign TF2 items. Yeah, remember, guys, the phone number, if it's hard to remember, is 855-DO-BONER. That's 855-DO-BONER. Easy to remember. Dana. So we're on Team Blue, right? I'm hoping. We have a conga going on at mid. Where'd that pyro go? Ah. Got him. Got him too. Another few minutes. We probably got time for one more call. Oh shit! Shut down. Yeah, I'll sign items if you have your own gift wrap. I don't provide gift wraps. Guys, if you want to come and pub with us, by the way, I think the server's full actually. But you can, the command you do in chat is !Steam. And the bot will tell you where we are. We're on Star's server right now, his East Coast server, because that's the coast that I'm on. Best coast. And get on and have a good time with us. Oh no. Shit. Oh boy. I got left alone by my medic. I guess they killed my med. I guess this does turn into, you know, how much? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell? Thanks, Angel. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll get you the, I'll get you on Steam, 2020. We'll get all that stuff done after here. Yeah. I'm going to be streaming a little later as well. I'm going to take a little break, I think, after this show and just kind of get everything back together and eat a little bit of food. But the stream will be back online then later this evening. All those pipes hitting in a row. Jeez, eh? Yeah. That's it. Even maybe perhaps this pubbing section didn't have to go on so long. This is why we're trying it out, you know? We're working on the show format. No rush. Alright. Well, it is, what do you think? It is 11:58. Let's, take some of this crap off. Oops. Whoa, shit. See, I'm brand new, right? This stuff should be off, yeah. Okay, well, I want to thank, I'm disconnect from the server here. I want to thank everyone that came tonight, and I want to thank Slardell, who was our guest. I had a great little interview with him. Some of the callers, Shade, Sesco, you know, those kind of guys, Terminator, I don't name all of you, sorry. Oh, we have one more call. Forgot to shut the phone down. Hello, you're on whale calls.
Hello.
Hi.
It's little Liam. Hello.
It's little Liam.
Hi, it's little Liam.
Oh, hi, little Liam.
I'm such a big fan. Do you know Branny?
What? What? What did you say?
Do you know Branny?
Do I know Banny? Is that what you said?
Yes. Do you know him?
Wow.
Do you know him? I heard you were an invite player. I'm crying right now. I waited forever to get on this call. It's hilarious.
Why'd you wait?
God.
Why'd you
Hello,
wait so long?
world.
Oh my God. Why'd you wait so long? The phones were open all night for an hour and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I just... Oh, wow, that's ridiculous. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you could have called all night long.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to call again after one of your games. It'll be fun.
Great, can't wait. So that was whoever the fuck that was. So, guys, thanks to everyone that took part in the show today and called in and whatnot. And we'll be doing this hopefully every week. We'll be back hopefully next week with another guest, and hopefully we'll sort of streamline the show a little bit and sort of iron the kinks out. But for right now, follow the stream if you enjoyed it. We're going to be playing with this phone thing a lot. Follow the stream, join the Steam group. That's it. Stay tuned later on this evening. In about an hour, hour and a half, something like that, I'll be back streaming. We'll be just doing, I don't know, fun pub times. Maybe we'll play other games. Maybe we'll do tournaments or giveaways. I have no idea. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.